apparently last night a vehicle approached Tim Pool's property and opened fire. Nobody was hurt, and Tim Pool's security is reviewing the incident and will be relaying the report to appropriate law enforcement. This is the price that Tim Pool has to pay for speaking against evil. Is Tim Pool speaking against evil? I'm not making fun, like, I legitimately want to know, because I haven't followed him for a while. Like, last time he was speaking against Candace Owens. Is this what's going on? Like, speaking against the evil that is Candace Owens and Shisendi Hasashin? All jokes aside, though, his post was not well received by the Quartering. Quartering responded with mockery. I think he is referring to the incident where the crown jewels in France were stolen, and the internet was claiming that a officer looking like this is on the scene. And so the Quartering is miming it. Very, not cool, Quartering, not cool. Like, what if it's real? I understand that we don't have the evidence, right? Because we're not like a judge here examining the case and saying, like, prosecutor, show me the evidence. Like, no, it's the opinion of a guy on the internet, but what if he actually did have a car that shot at him? It's not nice, right? Like, I don't have a reason to believe that Tim Pool would fabricate something like this, because as a content creator as famous as he is, I'm very well convinced that the internet is definitely going to do some digging, and they're going to see if there is a police report or not. Like, the world is filled with these type of autistic individuals that are going to try to fact check Tim Pool. And so if he lied, maybe he did, but we're probably going to find out in a week or so when people actually, as I mentioned before, unleash their autism. Until then, I'm going to assume that, yeah, sure, like maybe there were people that shot at him. But what's interesting and what I actually want to talk about is that leftists are immediately talking about gun control, right? Like, they're taking the opportunity in order to push this. Abolish the police and all gun control laws. I mean, who would enforce them anyway? Gun control would have prevented this. Okay. I actually managed to make a leftist friend. So I can't say that I hate leftists because I have a leftist friend. And I had the conversation with him, and I asked him, like, can you please explain this to me? And I think I finally got it. I finally understood, because, like, my question was, if the person is willing to open fire on another man, is he not breaking the law? Like, is there not a law that already prevents people from using guns to shooting other people? The answer is yes. And, like, how would another law then make it better? Like, how many laws do we need so that we can expect? Like, would 7 laws be enough? Like, after you ban guns, for instance, and then you start banning knives, and then you start banning hammers. Like, at which point can you say, right, we have a sufficient enough legislation? It's kind of like a duct tape, you know, and you fix the problem. The leftist explained it to me. And this is how it works, okay? Like, this is the mind of a leftist. Are you ready? I'm going to explain gun control to you. They genuinely believe that if you pass the law, the guns disappear. They don't exist anymore. Okay? So, like, if the president signs the bill and it approves it, all the guns just poof. And so the person would want to commit harm. Like, there is an individual that wants to kill someone, but there's no guns. And if there's no guns, like, what do? Well, they take knives like they do in Britain. And so if the president signs another law banning cutlery, poof, the knives disappear. It's fucking magical. That's the mind of a leftist. All jokes aside, it does seem that it may be due to Candace Owens, as people are saying, like, well, not to her personally, but people are accusing her fans now. You took on the conspirators when you attack Candace. They are nuts, very dangerous. Take extra care in the future. See, this is something that I don't like. I can take the fact that Tim Pool maybe actually did have someone in a van going, you know, like, it's possible. But to now blame people, it's a little bit too far. Now I have to ask, what is the evidence? Because if you just say, okay, well, there was a car that opened fire, who we don't know, but the guy's a little bit rattled, he's a little bit shaken, he needs some support. I can believe that. I can get behind that without any type of evidence, based on his word, right? Like pinky promise level. It happened to him, something bad, right? So now he's posting on the internet wanting a little bit of support. However, when you start accusing someone, and I'm not saying Tim Pool is doing it, although if you say, well, this is the price for speaking out against evil, and then you have to look at, okay, well, what did he speak against? And you start scrolling down and you see Candace Owens, and oh, that's an implication. Doesn't mean that he named her, but he's implying whether he wants to or not, right? And so that's not fair. That's not cool. Now I need to see the evidence, which can be a ring camera recording, a police report, something. And even then, you know, like, just because there was a car that did shot at him, like, doesn't necessarily mean that's a Candace Owens supporter. And even if it was a Candace Owens supporter, right? Like, it's not that she puppeteered the guy. I really hate, like, this internet mentality, right? Where the content creator is responsible for his audience, which is something that Tim Pool himself was blamed. Basically, if you had any right-wing takes, like, let's say you didn't like mass immigration, the moment a migrant was hurt, Tim Pool did it. Like, how? His hateful rhetoric. Do you guys remember those era? I remember that era. By the way, I'm not saying that Candace Owens is not worthy of criticism. Like, heaven forbid. Have you seen the shit that she was saying? Oh my god. Oh my god. She's like almost treating that Charlie Kirk's wife was the Hasashin. Again, not saying it, implying it. We live in the eras of implication. And so, yeah, no, like, Tim Pool telling her a new one makes sense. But at the same time, people implying that she sent the Hasashins over to Tim Pool. I don't think even Tim Pool is saying that, but the way he's framing it, it's leaving a lot to interpretation, allowing other people to interpret it correctly. My immediate thoughts, someone was trying to scare us, but we have a security gate and armed guards, and it's possible this deterred something more serious. Yeah, a lot of people are just saying that it's the guns. It's the guns, right? Like, if he lived in a nice German neighborhood, none of this would have happened. Which is true. Yeah, if you live in a German neighborhood, none of this would have happened. He would have gotten arrested for hate speech. Let me know what you guys think, though. And as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.